It will be a spring like no other, and the outlook for property does remain highly uncertain.
I don't think I'd go so far to say the market's strong, but I think the market's better than we probably anyone could have anticipated it would have been.
Heading into spring, there might be a little bit more competition and the market could be cooling off slightly.
The lockdown has really stifled the opportunity for the vendors that were looking at having an early spring campaign. If we're in lockdown until close to mid-September, that means that we'll be pushing a lot of activity into October.
Here's the spring
Selling season.
Predictions for 2020.
In parts of Australia, we are continuing to see very high level of buyer activity and a shortage of stock. This is making pricing far more stable than other locations.
With interest rates as low as they are, we've seen a lot of buyers feeling quite frustrated with not being able to purchase. Come September, the agents will have a glut of activity. They'll have a rush of campaigns to commence with. My read at this stage is that we will re-enter into a vibrant market.
My top prediction for spring is that the higher end of the inner west market, particularly that 3 to 5 million range, will remain really strong and perhaps even go up in price.
I do expect we'll see a bit of an increase in transaction volumes and a bit of an increase in the number of properties coming to the market.
We should see very little activity in off-the-plan development. We'll also see potential problems arising in the next couple of years around availability of rental stock.
And I also think we'll start to see some more attractiveness of some of the sea change and tree change areas, places like Byron, places like the Golden Sunshine Coast.
At the moment, I think a lot of potential sellers in New South Wales will be closely watching those coronavirus numbers before they make a call whether they're going to put their property on the market for spring this year or hold off until next year. After the peak of the online auction volumes and the shutdown of April and May, a lot of agents went back to on-site auctions as soon as they were able to, perhaps not having transitioned well enough to the online space. But for my business, definitely online auctions are here to stay.
It'd be brave to predict price growth, but I don't think that we're going to see prices fall as dramatically as a lot of those predictions are. We're already seeing signs that market fundamentals are a little bit better, and I think we'll see a largely flat market through spring.
So focus on getting purchase fighting fit during this time and be prepared to be patient. I think that we'll have an interesting market for at least the next 6 months, and I don't see the need to rush a purchase in 2020.